You know, despite all the really sad stuff that happened there, I think it's time to lighten the mood up a bit after that whole mission. So there was this, and I've been waiting for this. There's this comic that I saw, like after I beat the game. I saw it posted on the Dragon Age subreddit, and I've been holding on to it this entire time. I've been holding on to the link for it for this moment to actually show you guys this stuff. Let me go into my inventory while I'll do this. So I'll put it on screen, hopefully, and I will definitely put a link to it to give credit to the person in the description. But if you wanted to see a higher res version of it, but it's basically making fun of the fact that Hawk is a total badass. Let's be honest, and he, if he or she, depending on what Hawk you had, would have totally lived through that whole ordeal if you let them go in instead of Stroud. And I think that's so funny. And the best part of that entire thing is at the bottom, it says not mentioned, not shown or whatever. Is that the demon has a shirt that says "I fought the Hawk" and the Hawk won. It's just really good. I love it. I got better. Okay, I think I've got just about, like, I don't know if I'm pretty sure that everybody that I have has better stuff than that. So let's just go through accessories, because holy cow, did we get a lot of these things. Amulet of Power, we're going to get rid of some of these. Pretty much all of those, actually. These are all being used except Ring of Sundering. And then Ring of Attack. So let's go back to, where is she? Cassandra. Okay, so let's give her Ring of Sundering. Heck, let's even give her Ring of Attack. Why not? Right? Let's get rid of these two. And what Amulet of Power is this? That is Blackwall. Could totally have given this to him before. Okay, so now he's got an extra level. I could have given him the rings, but we're going to switch over to Cassandra for a bit now. All right, cool. So let's now just sell all. Boom. Okay, so now we're back down to 10. What did we have left? We had what? Armor. So we had this mage armor that I had taken. Okay, well. Right, Solus is better. And then maybe Dorian? Yeah, so that's better for Dorian. So we'll get rid of as much as the Warden one is really cool. We'll get rid of that one. And weapons, right? So there's some staves. This one's better than the one he's using. We will get rid of that one. We'll keep this one, but we'll give it to probably Solus. We haven't used Vivian in a while. No, we're going to give this one to Solus, because I'm just coming up with ideas of how I want to use my characters coming up here soon. So we'll give him that, and then we'll get rid of that one. Cool. I'm going to hold on to the Wedge of Destiny. I'm going to put it in the stash. Storage. I totally forgot about that two-handed weapon. Inventory. Wedge of Destiny. Because it's too cool of an item. Just give up. We'll come down here, and then we'll sell all. Now we're down to 6. Oh, man. It's glorious. How much money do we have? Almost 20,000. Oh, man, we're going to do some rad things. But, now that we're done selling, I think it's time to talk to some people. I think it's come back to the whole, we should probably have conversations with our companions about the going-ons of, and I got to judge people. Do I wait? Or do I do it now? Oh, I know that I said that there could be different options that pop up, but I kind of want to do it now. Let's judge. I think we have two to judge.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
I have to figure this out. This will be quick.
Countless better men and women than you are dead. Why shouldn't this be quick?
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because
Sucker.
they fear not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground ye trod in your pathetic life. I served a living god. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Give them to the wardens. Ooh. That would be dark, because I have a feeling they'll torture the heck out of him. Or I could just jail him. There is an option here if you play a mage where you can turn him tranquil. I think that one's pretty good, but obviously I can't do that, so... And I'm not gonna kill him, because I think that's too swift.
Although willing, there is a group you have wronged more than any. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium. The Wardens can have you. Let them take your head, if they want it.
Their petty justice or yours, it matters not. Truth lies in the next world.
No, I have a feeling you're gonna get tortured, bro. Like, really badly tortured. Or turned into a darkspawn. And if that's what you want so bad... Do I have another one? I do.
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
That's odd. Usually people don't want to just die.
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Right. No, not public humiliation. Not jailing her. I mean, if she wants to go out, I think this is the best way.
You feel your life is over. There's a place for such wardens. Sir Ruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
Yeah. Deal with it. Huh. Death of the good Sir Ruth. So I could have totally kept her alive there, but I don't... Oh gosh, do I have another one? How many people must I judge?
Of the Inquisition.
Gosh, everybody getting themselves into trouble.
Before you is Service of the Minrathous Circle of Magi. You met him and his Venatori in the Western Approach.
Okay, right.
He admits to working for Corypheus, raising monsters and using magic for conquest. He also used his connections to smuggle magical artifacts out of the Approach, without his master's consent.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed by that.
You stole from Corypheus. I don't know whether that's stupidly brave or bravely stupid.
I was hired by a third party. I've no loyalty to him. Might you find that useful, your worship?
Oh, he is groveling.
I'm sorry, are you attempting to bargain with us?
Bargain? I plead. I throw myself on your mercy. I also have friends in Tevinter who owe me large debts. Leave what happened in the Approach behind us, Inquisitor, and I can put them all at your disposal.
Interesting. I am floating off of my chair, just throwing that out there. I mean, he's pretty good at his job if he managed to sneak out from Corypheus, so Is this a rogue-only option? Is that what that bird is? I don't know.
Someone who can smuggle magical artifacts to Tevinter
Oh, it's an
shouldn't
agent.
be wasted on court diplomacy. Bring those artifacts back to the Inquisition. Procure something really useful and we might loosen the shackles.
Your worship knows value when he sees it. I won't disappoint.
Okay. Are we done now? Yeah, okay. According to my map, we're done. Let's run to the table real quick and get some of these missions rolling. Especially after doing that whole, hour... Actually, it was like, what, an hour and a half? Something like that? It was a lot. It was too long for me to count. So all of my missions were already up anyway. So let's get some of these rolling, and then we'll talk to some of our companions. Maybe we'll start with Josephine, 'cause she's like right out there. Oh gosh, what was I leveling up? Was it this? More healing potions? I don't actually remember. I'm just gonna eyeball these real quick. Okay, so discount rare stock. Inquisition procures can leverage the organization's reputation to purchase a shipment of rare and valuable raw materials for crafting. No. Friends in high places. Merchants will send messengers when they have sales at their stores and hope the Inquisitor will put in an appearance. This sounds fun, but there's gotta be something better, right? Like inventory capacity? Come on. That's too good. It's way too good. Although, any additional experience is also very good. Adds one more potion slot for all party members. One of these two, obviously. You know what? Let's do the inventory space, because I feel like I run out of space way too quickly when I'm doing some of the open world stuff. Okay, so let's just get a couple of these rolling. I'm not going to read through these to find out which is the best one, even though I know that that is sometimes...
Our soldiers handled themselves well in Adamant.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
The disgraced Grey Warden, Sir Ruth, wishes to make good on your judgment, Inquisitor. She has asked for the assistance in reaching one of the deeper recesses of the Deep Roads, so that her premature calling might serve a greater good. Laudable, but any expedition to the Deep Roads comes with considerable risk. I suggested an invitation over an escort. Our dwarven contracts would welcome the chance to bolster their forces with a warden on their calling. Many of our soldiers lost family to the Blight. I've no doubt they would volunteer to escort the warden. Okay, well, let's go with Josephine.
Let us begin.
And one more mission. How about that? So, Hard in Hightown, maybe? Red Templars on the Storm Coast. Wait, that opens up that other area on the Storm Coast. So, let's do this. We'll just unlock this real quick. I'm not going to go there yet. Our agents have acquired access to the Red Templars. So that one spot that was locked out, basically that is now unlocked. And we'll get him doing
All right.
Cool. Got some missions going. A few long ones, too. That will be quite nice. Because I'll come back and they'll be, done. So let's talk to Josephine. Then we need to talk to Varric, because a lot of stuff happened there concerning Hawk.
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
I
What is
thought
it?
you did.
I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes. My family made their fortune as traders in Antiva until a scandal exiled us from Orlais some ages ago. It devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
You don't seem poverty-stricken.
Debt or no, you appear to be surviving.
That isn't enough. A disaster could wipe us out completely. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
But you're not actually poor?
Most people worry about their next meal. Never mind an estate.
I'm not blind, but I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams. My brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Who did it?
Do you have any idea who murdered them?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
Well, geez.
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
I mean, I guess I could help.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means... you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
I mean, yeah. I may as well help her, right? Okay, so I'm sure there's more stuff to talk to there, but I want to do that quest first before we do that. So let's head off over to Varric.
I knew Stroud, you know.
Pop-in
not well.
tables.
He led the Wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
I could say at least Hawk survived. Or we heroes might make it. I like that.
Some of us heroes will make it. We're just too amazing to die.
Well, if we're both still standing at the end of all this, I'll buy the drinks. Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where he's going. I'll have to let Merrill know.
Aw.
I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
That was nice. And suddenly furniture popped in. Varric?
Sorry,
There it goes.
I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Okay, no, that's cool. Whatever, Varric. Whatever, bro. You bastard. I'm like, hey man, I want to have a conversation with you. And he's like, maybe later. I'm too busy writing in my journal. Dear diary. The Fade was unkind to the Inquisitor, it seems.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Love poetry, I assume.
Let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
That smirk.
I couldn't, not even if my life depended on it.
It's not that hard.
Yes, it is. Poetry takes finesse, it takes grace.
You think you don't have those things?
Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
Oh, I see what she's doing. Okay. Yeah.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing.
What do you mean? What could possibly be bad about it?
I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, Yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
Think it's possible?
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
What does my character believe? Doesn't matter. It was a spirit, nothing more. I don't think he really knows, honestly.
I don't know the truth any more than you do.
Sadly, unanswered questions make for poor reading. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
I agree. Oh, and now I'm left up here. Dang it, Cassandra.